Hey guys, welcome back. Hope everybody's out there having a good day, and much appreciated you taking a little time to watch today's video. Today I'm going to share with you guys what I call my money box, and this is the box that I put together that is sort of like my limit getter box, the box that when things get really tough and I need to catch a couple key fish or some keepers, basically to get a check and to get some, getting the money in a tournament, this is the box that I go to. And I'm going to break down each particular segment of the box and let you know when I use it and give you a little insight to that. So anyway, real quick, just a couple housekeeping tips. Just want to remind you guys, anybody out there is looking for a great lake map breakdown, go to fishinthemoment.com, check out our lake map breakdown section. Got myself, Matt Steffen, Johnny Schultz, all putting together lake map breakdowns, lakes all across the country, all 4 seasons. So if you want to learn more about any particular lake, your lake that you fish a lot or one that you don't know much about, check them out at the lake map breakdown section at fishinthemoment.com. Okay guys, I'm going to show you the box here. This is the one that, like I said, I don't like to have to go to this box. This is, if I had my rathers and could stay away from it, I would stay away from it. But this particular box that I put together has probably been responsible for bailing me out more than any box that I have, as far as, like, say it's, noon and I've got 2 fish and I need to catch a limit of fish to get a check. This is the box I go to. So I'm going to show you what it is. Guys, here's the money box. I'm going to take you through each particular segment here, show you the baits that are in it, when am I using them, everything about them here. So start at the top. Top one here, this is the Okashira screw head. This is like a killer little bait here, guys. This is like, I usually put a little megabass spark shad on it. It's basically a jig head that has a spinner on the front of it. And this particular setup here, this is great for, like, if I got water visibility anywhere between like 2 to 3 feet. I like to fish this thing really around boat docks, like around the corners and the end of boat docks. It works really good. Also just down rocky banks, just a really good bait when those fish are just, sort of in that 1 to 4 foot of water there. Now right here is this similar. This is the Megabass Okashira jig head. And this is the same jig head, but without a spinner on it. And this is the swim head, or the swim bait head, that I use for all my small swim baits, like the little 2 to 3 inch swim baits, that type of stuff. Sometimes I'll put a jig head worm, or I'll just thread a straight tail worm on the back of it with an exposed hook. And even I'll use it sometimes as a shaky head on a small diameter worm. But as you can see, I've got an entire top row dedicated to these Okashira heads, because, man, these things are just fish catching little things with the fish head on them. Here we got some Ned Heads here. I've got a variety of Ned Heads, basically just some different colors, different sizes. Got some with weed guards, some without. I got some with black heads on there if I want to go to a dark colored Ned Head. Just sort of a variety of that a little bit. But I like to fish a Ned rig a lot. I do. Actually, I'm running low on my Ned Heads. I need to stock up on that. So anyway, here we got a couple of different jig head setups. Here is the jig head that I use a lot of times for like a 3-inch swim bait, a little bit bigger swim bait. It's got a longer shank hook on it, a little bit bigger bite diameter. This is one that I would use for, like, say, a Zoom Easy Swim or a 3.8-inch Kitech, something like that. It's really good for that. Also, that I'll use this on an Alabama rig some too. Now, here is one of my favorite deals right here, guys. This is one of my favorite heads right here. This is a flick shake head. Now, this thing right here, I've won a lot of money on this bait, on this head right here. I normally wacky rig a worm on it, and just the way that this head design is with that hook, I mean, it just falls straight through the water column. Just basically wacky rig it through the middle. It's called a flick shake. Caught a ton of fish on that. There's more flick shakes here. Here's some with a weed guard on it for fishing a little bit heavier cover. Okay, the next row here we got some more jig heads. This is actually a jig head here that Baitworks makes. Actually, Baitworks here in Springfield, Missouri, that I'm partnered with. This is one of their heads here. Good little swim bait head. Again, it's 2.5, 3-inch swim bait. Nice, great little O'Shaughnessy bend hook on it. sticks them when you get them, weed guards and non-weed guard both. Okay, here is my shaky head setup. I'm running low on them. I've got to get more shaky heads. This is the one I've talked about before, guys. This is the Davis Lure shaky head. This is my favorite shaky head to use here. It's got the O'Shaughnessy bend. It's got the horse head design. This head was designed by Aaron Martins. He's the one that got me on it. And this is just a great shaky head. I usually use it with like a like a 6 or 7 inch trick worm. It's got the longer shank and a little bit bigger bite diameter, so I don't use it on 4-inch worms. It's more of a fatter profile worm, but this is my favorite shaky head. Here is the same deal, guys. This is the Magnum shaky head setup here. This is the one that I'll use on bigger worms, like even like an 8 to 10 inch worm. I'll use that like the Magnum finesse worm Zoom makes, old monsters, that type of stuff. I fish this one around. Sometimes I'll pitch and flip it around docks. It's good. It's a good structure type of the shaky head for fishing ledges and that type of stuff. Got a couple different sizes there. And here's just another variation of the shaky head. I can't remember. I think Kitech makes this one here. This is like just another shaky head variation. Sometimes I like to use this one here. This has been a good head for me. Just this little thing here screws right into the head of the worm, and it seems like it hooks them pretty good. But anyway, guys, that's the box there. This is my money box. You know, good little limit box, a good limit getter box, and I've caught a ton of fish on. So there you have it, guys, my money box. One thing I'd recommend for everybody to put together something like this, some type of a finesse jig head type box, because finesse jig heads, whether you're using a shaky head, a flick shake, you know, just any type of a straight jig head, there's so much you can do with them. A lot of it is just up to your own imagination, how you want to rig baits on them. But they get bit a lot. They get bit by, you know, all different sizes of fish. It's one of the best type of setups you can get if the fishing is extremely tough or if you have a lot of heavy fishing pressure. But every bass angler needs to have a box like this when you get those conditions that dictate it. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll talk to y'all later. See you.